Good afternoon, everybody. The topic of the talk today is authentic finding in the criteria of reading and writing as the base. At first, I'd like to introduce myself. Please call me Yai or Grandma Yai, who has experience in learning English as a foreign language from 1957 in accordance with the teaching curriculum of Ministry of Education in Thailand. From such policy, it was commented that it could not make Thai learners succeed in communicating English with speaking skill as specifying in the policy. That I will argue such idea here and let you know why. So, the traditional approach that focusing more in grammatical style has been developed to communicative approach as seen right now. Anyway, I could not remember exactly when the new approach has been applying in the school. I can assure that I was totally in the situations of grammatical approach, as I will tell you the whole step of English learning experiences as follows. At the primary level, in the primary school at the upcountry, I certainly studied English with grammatical approach for 3 years. We call ประถมศึกษา 5 to 7, focusing vocabulary, reading, grammar, and a little writing. Next, I'm not sure what level it was. It was a study in มัธยมศึกษา 1 to 3, the way of education level in 1970. I had a good chance, or bad for me, I'm not sure, for studying English with native teacher. This was the direct communicative approach I got. And the cause of different criteria between teaching in class and the final examination made me getting lower 50% for the final of the last year. Even though I felt so sad, that's not so bad because that crisis made me study hard by myself for 2 months by analyzing only one sentence structure for each day. Then มัธยมศึกษา 4 to 5, the way of education level in 1973, was the last level for tertiary level, I think, that focused clearly on grammar by analyzing sentences, reading by translating. Studying undergraduate level in English major at Chiang Mai University seemed to be completed in macro skills as much as possible, but it was the situation managed for studying in a specified period of time is not normal as everyday use. Moreover, I thought that I had got more in reading and writing skill, so I chose to learn more intensively. Then studying in graduate level in linguistics at Mahidol University certainly more emphasized in reading and writing skills, and some in listening and speaking when contacting the foreign instructors. And then getting experience from various works that were teacher, public relation position, translator, was also much more in reading and writing skills. Now, why did I essentially select reading and writing skills as the base? First, I have no choice. I have no choice because of the curriculum that must be accepted. And second, I stay in the place with limit situation for speaking to the foreigners. And the last one is that I was sure that I had no chance to accommodate in the foreign society. Therefore, reading and writing skills was essential for my living at that time. So I tried to practice really hard in order to increase my capacity in such skills. And then, how can I succeed in learning English as required? How can I? So, what I require was informed first, okay? Only surviving. That means I learn English for career only. About 40 years ago, I had not so much choice, especially for a lady like me, only teacher as my goal. I wanted to be the best at what I would be. To comply with that objective, I therefore try harder in reading and writing in different kinds of work I got responsible for. Then finally, what I defined that I succeeded in learning English is that I define when I was a teacher. I transfer my base, receptive and productive skills. I mean, read and write through teaching techniques for reading to macro skills as much as possible. Then I believe that the big tank of efficient base, receptive and productive skill can be the useful support for other skills. Next, I believe that the consistent English self-study with relaxing is necessary for developing by gathering more data and experiences from different situations. And then I believe in learning by doing. I believe in learning by doing is the best way for getting more fluent skills subsequently. I believe that the underlying knowledge of reading and writing can be transferred and applied to the other receptive and productive skills that are listening and speaking. I believe that one-way communication is the best technique for the learners who study English as a foreign language for the purpose of improving communicating skills and getting chances of some careers like newsleader, mass communication, travel guide, or talk show. I believe that any crisis can always make the hero. For that reason, all creatures in the world must find ways for surviving in any criteria of environment or situation, so the saber base will support them to the better development or for any specific purposes. From belief to the real acts. I follow such beliefs progressively and I judge my English knowledge is well developed as required, I think. I think my findings of learning experiences more than 50 years would be useful for some learners in other countries that study English as a foreign language like me. So I decided to present the said ideas here. That is probably useful for anybody getting the goal in somehow. Ultimately, I hope these findings from my own long experiences will assure you that they are consistent and reliable enough for your consideration. Thank you. Bye.